Very good morning to one and all. Respected Registrar Dr. Ravi Kumar, Dean College of Engineering Dr. Shugandhi, Dean AC Tech, Dean SAP, School of Architecture and Planning, and first year coordinator Professor Jones, Head Department of Mathematics, and all faculty members, directors, HODs, students, and their parents, grandparents, relatives. I am very happy to address to all the students who have joined Anna University main campuses with a lot of visions, with a lot of ambitions. First, I also join with our Dean in congratulating all the students for joining in a prestigious campus and joined with our family. Now you joined with Anna University family. First, you should know about the uniqueness of this institute. This institute, you should be proud of where you joined. You should know this is the first technical institute established not only in the country outside Europe. First technical institute established not only in India, outside Europe. First it was established as a survey school, then later became an engineering college. Before we started BE Civil Engineering, one more institute, Roorkee Engineering College, established civil engineering, but other branches like mechanical, automobile, aeronautical, all these branches, many branches were established first in this campus and MIT, AC Tech in this country. So you should be proud of, you have joined in an institution which has a lot of uniqueness. In addition, there are a lot of other uniqueness. As our professor has pointed out, lot of alumni members who have brought a lot of laurels to this university. So recently, we have decided to appreciate these alumni members who have done extraordinary contribution to the society and brought fame to this university. We want to make a statue in the respective universities. You know, our MIT campus, ABJ Abdul Kalam, is an alumni of MIT campus. As Dr. Shugandhi pointed out, the father of White Revolution, Varghese Kurian, he is from this campus, and Naidu Amma, and several industrialists, topmost industrialists are from AC Tech campus, because that institute has some different unique departments like chemical, textile, leather. A lot of industrial revolution took place in this country because of this college, AC Tech, chemical industries, leather industries, and textile industries. A lot of revolution happened in this country because of this campus. So you should know about these campuses. One more thing, all these branches, civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer science, all these branches are in the main campus. But this neighboring campus, AC Tech, has different, not these branches, chemical, leather, textile, ceramic, and other different branches. Like same way in MIT also, that also has some uniqueness. Automobile, aeronautical, instrumentation, not electronics, and rubber and plastic. Now recently robotics, these kind of branches. So every three different colleges have different uniqueness. And also other college, SAP, which is offering these programs, B-ARC, and this year we have started B-Plan, considering the large requirement in this country for smart city development and other requirement. We have started B-Plan program. All the students who are studying this B-Plan program, definitely government job is ready for them. Because next 10 years, whoever is taking this B-Plan, government job, it's assured. So other than that, they can go anywhere. So this B-Plan program, this considering the large requirement to create smart cities in this country, through the central government initiative, our state government has funded some 18 crores to start this B-Plan program. So these are the uniqueness about our campus. First, you should know that. And our alumni success, our dean and registrar have told. So I was in Germany for 2 years. Here in India, we are seeing the statues means it's all politician statues. Am I right? You cannot see scientist statue anywhere in the country. But in Germany, if you go, all the streets and town main places, all Nobel laureates. All Nobel laureates statue only will be there. None of the politician statue will be there in Germany. So to initiate that, we want to initiate that kind of things in our country. So this year we are going to make the statue of ABJ Abdul Kalam in MIT campus and Mr. Varghese Kurian in CEG campus and Noidoma in AC Tech campus and Mohammad Kharis, one professor who contributed a lot for this development of the SAP campus. These 4 statues, we want to make it in the front of this campus. Shortly, in another 3 months, it will be made so that at least other people also will start following, respecting the scientists in this country. That will definitely the scientist appreciation, whatever they get only will be the development of any nation. So that if all the people in this country understands that, that will give a different direction. Okay, then, you know, there are, as our registrar pointed out, 2 weeks you are going to have this induction program. In the induction program, every day morning, you will be doing some physical exercise or yoga. It's a very good practice because without physical health, you cannot do anything. That is very essential. Keeping the health, that too you all would have understood during this corona pandemic time, the importance of keeping health in good conditions. So this is the major part of this induction program. And the first in the morning, every day, there will be class to introduce human value. So anywhere if you go, your attitude only will help you to grow further. So to inculcate that attitude, some kind of teaching is there. It is introduced by AICT, Government of India. They want to introduce this to all engineering college students. So it's a part of induction program. These 2 hours, every day 2 hours, I think, human value. So it will be like a theory teaching, but you should start practicing that. Lot of benefits you will get during your study and also after your study during your career, if you start practicing that. And all these years, civil engineers, they studied civil engineering. Mechanical engineers, they studied mechanical engineering. Hereafter, that studying one branch of engineering is not sufficient. So any development will be multidisciplinary. Not only multidisciplinary. Earlier we called as interdisciplinary. At least 2 branches together, they start working, they start developing something. It is called interdisciplinary. Now interdisciplinary also not sufficient. Then multidisciplinary came. Several engineering disciplines put together, they invented something. Now hereafter, not even multidisciplinary will work out, transdisciplinary. So medical field students should join with the engineering and they only can invent something. So transdisciplinary approach only will give lot of new developments. So though you are studying in some particular field, you don't stop studying that alone. You can, that is why with that objective only, I have broadly revised the syllabus. Highly flexible curriculum is brought into your system. So in the first year, you will be studying the science subjects. The second year, you will be studying the fundamental subjects required for your discipline, because you are going to be called as a mechanical engineer, means all the fundamental subjects required, you should know. So the fundamental subjects will be given in the second year. After that, the student should have option to study anything based on your strength. So at the end of the second year, you should assess yourself. What is your capability? You should make any industry, they will make one SWOT analysis. Their strength, weakness, opportunity and challenge. So that's called SWOT. All the industries to take to their next step, they will do their SWOT analysis. They will do SWOT analysis, and based on the strength only, they can take the next step where they can proceed. So you should know, based on your 12-year studies from your schooling and these 2 years, whatever you are getting from your teachers and whatever you have learned on your self-study, what you can achieve for your career. For that, you should plan at the end of the second year. Accordingly, you should select the subject. That option will be available. The third year onwards, you will have lot of flexibility to select the subject, and you can select, there are some 2 or 3 subjects, you can go to other campuses, medical college or IIT, anywhere you can go and select this, you can do the course. That also flexibility is given. Other online courses you can take, instead of the courses prescribed here, you can take online courses also. Lot of flexibility is introduced in this system. And also we have introduced some kind of some verticals, something, if you want to go to administrative positions, IAS, after 2 years, you will find the technical subjects are no way useful. Somebody will have different objectives. So if you want to proceed in the administrative line, some subjects you can select so that the IAS exam will become easy. So if you want to become an entrepreneur, there are some subjects, some 6 to 7 subjects you can select in the 3rd and 4th year, then you can become an entrepreneur. So those kind of flexibility is created in the curriculum. So till second year end, you focus on your studies in the respective field where you have joined, and after that you will have a lot of flexibility. And also we have introduced minor degree. Those who have joined in the core engineering, if they want to have some degree in computer science, minor degree in computer science is possible. So mechanical engineering, major degree, and your minor degree in, so in the engineering itself you can excel with the other discipline. And in the same field of engineering, if you want to excel go for higher studies, if you want to aim for some scientist, want to become a scientist or a very good bright academicians in very good leading universities in the world, then you can take some subjects, advanced subjects in your same field, and then you can get a BE Honors. BE Honors option is also there. So in the same field, you can select advanced subjects in the BE itself, so that you can get additional subjects you need to learn. Some 18 credit, 6 subjects in the 3rd year and final year you can take, and you can get what? BE Honors in your field, or BE 1 degree and minor degree in other discipline you can get. And other discipline also can be administration, entrepreneurship, anything, other discipline. So this kind of flexibility is brought into your system, so you can make use of that. So everyone should know the opportunities available. And in the induction program, you will come to know what kind of clubs. There are 26 clubs in this campus. 26 clubs. Yeah, 26 clubs. So based on your interest, you can join in any of the clubs. And the NSS, NCC activities also many students will join. So you can take part in the social activities also. So that is also very important. During this 4-year study, one thing you should inculcate, that good habits you should inculcate. That will be very useful after your career. After you join in a position in some companies, or if you want to start your own company, anything, once you complete your studies, then whatever habits you have inculcated here, that will be very helpful. So towards that, so good habits you should, you should possess good habits. That is not very easily, automatically it will not come. You should practice for that. You should practice for that. That you can, when you do yoga, yoga itself will give a path to create good habits. When you keep on doing, then your diet control, what all the diets, then your mental health finally it's required to succeed a good life. So that mental health, the path only, it's yoga. So without good mental health, you should know this mind power is the supreme power. The mind power, whatever you want to achieve, it is possible if you start, put the seed within your mind, and if you practice for that. You should practice for that. When your good thoughts, when you put the seed, anything, if you want to become a Google chairman, it is possible. I'm sure today I am telling, if you put 2 or 3 students, if you want to become a CEO of Google, after 25 years, I can see you there in that position. Definitely it is possible, but these 25 years, you should work towards that. Work towards that. So for which, some good habits you should inculcate, that create within you, for which this yoga practices will help you. So, but during this passage, journey of achieving your target or goal, there are a lot of resistance will come. Lot of resistance will come. You should overcome that resistance. For that, to explain you all would have studied Ohm's law. Am I right? Have you studied Ohm's law? What is Ohm's law? I is equal to V by R. Am I right? V is equal to IR, or I is equal to current flow is potential difference by resistance. Am I right? So this is not only for electrical current flow. For anything, whatever to flow in this world, you need some potential difference. Always that potential difference, for the current flow, there will be some resistance. This is true for, this is law of nature, I can tell. Anything to flow. I am a heat transfer teacher. My specialization is heat transfer. If it is I is equal to V by R, when I teach this heat transfer, heat flow is equal to temperature potential difference by thermal resistance. Am I right? Thermal resistance. So your teacher is teaching in the class, what she is doing? Knowledge transfer. Am I right? Flow of knowledge, is it? Something is flowing from here to here. It's a knowledge transfer. But knowledge transfer, some potential difference is required. Potential difference is, my capability is one side, your capability is the other side. Your urge to learn and my interest to teach. If I am not having good interest to teach, and if you have no interest to learn, then the potential difference will be low. If I have good knowledge and good interest to teach, and if you have good capability and urge to learn, the potential difference will be high. The flow will be high. But always it will be associated with some resistance or not. If the time of lecture is morning 8:30, the flow will be good. Am I right? If the time of lecture is immediately after the lunch time, or before lunch you are very hungry, the transfer will be less. The resistance is high. If you are sitting comfortably in the classroom, and if you are listening, and the teacher is also comfortable with a smart classroom, the transfer process will be high. Am I right? The teacher is using one blackboard where when she tries to erase that, this powders are coming to us, then she will get irritated, that resistance will be there. Am I right? Then you are sitting in a in a bench where 3 persons can sit, but 5 persons are there, that itself is a resistance. Am I right? So if you are sitting comfortably and the teacher is also comfortable, then the transfer will be very good. That resistance is less. Am I right? So like now you are all sitting in the classroom, but somebody who is very addicted to cricket, some cricket match is going, means he cannot sit there. Am I right? That time teacher is teaching, means resistance will be high. So like that, resistance will be there always when you want to achieve something. This flow, anything is a flow. You are coming here with some intention, no? To become, to achieve something, or to get good, earn good money, with some objectives, with some driving. Your driving potential, maybe your parents are self-motivated, or some of your friends or relatives motivation. But to achieve this, there are some resistance. But you should overcome all these resistance. All these resistance. I used to say, There are many resistance. Out of this resistance, some resistance will be predominant resistance. WhatsApp may be the predominant resistance nowadays. Am I right? The WhatsApp and getting message and sending message, the time wasting is the predominant resistance. Only if you remove that, the growth will be very fast. Am I right? Right, that resistance, you should understand what resistance is preventing you to achieve that success. There are many resistance. One resistance will have a 90% effect, other resistance will have 5% effect, other resistance 3%, other 1% effect. You should not make effort to reduce that 1% resistance. Where you should focus? Where it is 90%, but most of the cases, the 90% resistance place, you would have become addicted already. You want that, you will not tell that this is your resistance. So your mind will try to tell you because you want to enjoy that. Because you are already got addicted for that. You are already, so addiction should not be there. So addiction becomes the highest resistance for anything to achieve. So that addiction, you should not get addicted for anything. Now you are only age of 17. Because you haven't addicted for anything, you reached Anna University now. Till now you haven't got addicted in any of the things. Otherwise you could not have come here. But hereafter only life starts. So many things will pull you to the other side, negative side. But don't indulge on that. Once if you go to the negative territory, coming to the normal place, it's very, very difficult. The addiction, it's a very enjoyable thing, but once you get addicted, your goal like becoming Google CEO and all never possible. If you get addicted into that. So the negative, so character building should be there during your stay in college. Character building. That will safeguard you throughout your career, throughout your life, not only your career, even after retirement. This character building, what you have made during this small 4 years study, so young age, that I can say not only the 4 years, this young age, whatever things you bring into your mind and practice, those things will not allow you to go beyond certain level, because lot of things will happen. Suddenly some friends you will get, they will try to pull you to the different side, and if you bring some good attitude within you, you cannot go beyond certain level to the level. Before that, your mind will tell and you will come back. So that if you don't practice for that, life success is very, very difficult. Life success is very, very difficult. Any habit, you will become addicted, and you can see some anything. Even if you say, I am telling stock market suddenly it will fall, but it will jump back. But slowly only it will either grow or come down. In anything, it's slowly you have to build your attitude or build your character. But even if there is a sudden fall due to some reason, and that whatever the character you have built for many years, that will help to bring back to the correct. Somebody start indulging in corruption. Once you start indulging in corruption, then you cannot come back. But finally it will kill you. Finally, it will kill you. So many things, any addiction. Nowadays I am seeing that in many of the colleges, this other drinking habits, even, okay, I should not tell, there are some students got addicted in our college also. That kind of things you should not yield. You can never achieve anything in your lifetime without building good character, attitude. For example, any of the companies, when they recruit, nowadays they don't see only knowledge or skill. In some companies they need knowledge, some companies they need skill. So sometimes you don't get frustrated, I have good knowledge, why they have been selected? Because they don't require knowledge, they need skill. Knowledge and skill are different. So you should develop both knowledge and skill. Okay, some of the companies, they need knowledge, but both the companies, they need attitude. Without attitude, this knowledge and skill will become useless. Understood? So now how they measure you for to recruit in any companies, they give some weightage for the knowledge, some weightage for the skill, then they add multiplied by attitude. Multiplied by attitude. So knowledge 90%, skill 80%. So average is 85%. Attitude 10% means his mark will become 8.5 out of 100. Another student 60% knowledge, 80% skill, so average is 70%. If his attitude mark given by the interviewer is 90%, 9 into 7, 6.3, 63% he will get. So the here knowledge and skill will fail. So attitude very easily, now there are some measures to find whether you have very good attitude or not. So you should develop good attitude during your stay here. That will help you throughout your career. Whatever you want to achieve, it is possible. Whatever. Now our UK is ruled by our Indian. Okay, Indian means our greater Bharat person who follows the Indian culture, and he achieved that. Do you think he with some luck he got that? He would have aimed for some at least 10 years. So after he married Infosys chairman daughter, he would have got, his visions would have been different. His vision would have been different. The backup, mostly many people, many gents, many boys, your life will change, take a turn after you marry. After your marriage, the back from your other spouse, you will get motivated. Many things. Even I boldly say, I also motivated by my wife only. I am here because, as a vice chancellor, because my wife, my wife did BE electronics from CEG. So she got topmost rank. Then I did my ME and PhD only here. I did my BE from Annamalai University. Then after marriage, I saw her potential. When she is doing, why can't we? Then I wanted to join in. That time I was in Venkateshwara Engineering College as lecturer during my marriage time. Then I thought, why don't something Anna University means, I started dreaming. Then I want to enter in Anna University, I got it. Within some 2 years, I got it as a faculty member. Then after joining here, I have seen some of the faculty members who became vice chancellor. Some 20 years back itself, I thought that I will become vice chancellor. Now I became vice chancellor. So everything is possible. Everything is possible if you have put a seed on this and if you practice for that. Really, I got practice because of my wife only. She took me to a meditation center and I started doing meditation during my early age. So that helped me a lot to change my life. So that some 2 years practice I got immediately after marriage. So that only helped me a lot to whatever I want. Now I am boldly telling, whatever I want, I am achieving. If I put what I want to become, this means I am achieving. So because that is possible. Why? How? Because of your strong willpower. Strong willpower. Willpower, if you have lot of resistance, it is not possible. If you are addicted for something, never possible. During my lifetime also, I have also got addicted in some of the things. But I could come out because the original things which when we go to your largest level fall, then you can come up. You can come up. So my sincere advice is, all the students, you should practice yoga is the best place, and also some kind of meditation. Even if you are not doing meditation, always you do something, occupy your mind. Don't be idle any point of time. Don't be idle. Idle mind is the devil's mind. Even if you find some of your friends, they get isolated, means you tell your faculty coordinator. Idle's mind is the devil's mind. If you practice how to bring good habits in your, that is mind power increase is very essential. Even if you don't practice that, always you occupy yourself with something. If you get bored with your academic work, you do something. That is why we have created some 26 clubs, NSS, NCC activities. You start involving in this. That itself is doing a meditation. That itself is. In fact, I am doing always meditation, because I do, other than sleeping means I am working. Always if you do something, you are concentrating something, am I right? Always you are concentrating something. So like that, if you totally occupy in some of the works, it is like doing some meditation. It is like doing meditation. Then your power will increase. You can achieve whatever you want. Target high. Then in this anything with the financial burden means that is the worst thing. You cannot do anything. Financial burden, if you have, it will not allow you to do anything. So to avoid financial burden, we are taking anybody who have joined without any, that is a family backup. You come us, you report us, we will do the necessary help. Your alumni members, corporates, companies, they are ready to help for the good students. So for all the students, if you have any financial problem in making the fees payment or hostel fees payment, all the students' requirement will be taken care by our university. So financial burden should not be there during your studies. That is the first thing, will not allow you to do anything. So that also we will take care. And our hostel food facility and all very good. If you have any problem in the hostel food, you report to the executive warden. And if you want something different, you report. That everything will be taken care. And our wish is you all should enjoy when you learn here. You should also enjoy the campus stay, 4 years campus stay. You are now Anna University. You all have come from your native place. Hereafter, you will be telling throughout your life, you will be telling either Anna University student or Anna University alumni. It is your family. Okay, you will be proud of telling Anna University alumni, CEG alumni, or AC Tech alumni, SAP alumni. So that proud will be there. So you also bring laurel to this, fame to this great university. Definitely that will give back to you also. When this university name, now it is, last year it was 800 to 900 rank in the world level. Last year, 2 years back. Last year we brought that level to 550, where IIT is now 250 to 260 level. Now we are in 550 to 560. I want to bring this level within some 200 in another 5 years. Whatever seed or whatever I can do within these 2 years, you all also can contribute for that. None of the universities in our country is within 100th rank in the QS ranking. So IIT Madras is 250th rank. And we are Anna University, the CEG. Anna University is in 550th rank. 550th rank, we want to bring down to that is the rank should go up, and I want to bring it within 200 in another 5 years. With this, the target is there. Whatever seed I can put for this in the next 2 years, I will do that. And you also can contribute for that in a very efficient way, very good way. So I think I have taken a lot of time. Anything else, the scholarship, and you should improve your mind power and target high. You always target high. I want you all students should come either some vice chancellor of Purdue University or Stanford University, MIT or Carnegie Mellon University, some of the top rank university. The whole world should be ruled by our CEG students. Okay, with that I wish you all the best. And this 4-year stay in Anna University will be fruitful and enjoyable. I wish you all the best for the opportunity and patient listening.